Alright. Beyond the clouds, Alphino ponders the means by which you might find Hrolsvager. Okay. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hrolsvager himself. I see a bitch. What manner of creature is that? Has she never seen a Moogle? Cat, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? It's definitely a Moogle. It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hrolsvager makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Moogles! Bah, he's gone. Cat, we must widen our search. Okay. Etheric disturbance. The nearby air seems warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. I'm very good at replacing words with other words. Destination? I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Aw. 13th? Oh, maybe 13th. My bad. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of the strange plants shifting in the breeze. So he didn't see it! Oh my god, amazing. Can he not see them? There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. Okay. There's also an etheric disturbance over there. Hey, Alphino. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? I think so. Mountaintop diplomacy? Excuse me, why is Kan-E-Senna here? Alphino seems convinced that the Moogles hold the key to finding Hrolsvager. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I am certain Hrolsvager would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days, and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. Same thing. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Assail, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not given up on the Moogles. Cat, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moogle Mog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold off his gaze, and in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Istinian. Come then, Cat. Let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nafka's altar. But I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I think I used it. I think I did it. Bye, Estinian. I think I did it. Alright. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance. Yes. Excuse me. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. Let's go. Oh. Damn it. I was really hoping it was voice acted. Also, I accidentally went into this as a astrologian, so I hope that's not an issue, because I am underleveled. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less a relief to see you safe and hale with my own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were sorely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in the matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragonsong War. Speak on, friend. God, please don't. Oh, thank God. I see. So you seek a means to contact these moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupo Popo! I say Kupo! Hello. Greetings, Kuplokop. Oh, this is the Moogle we always interact with, and I don't remember his voice. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by a sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. When we encountered a moogle in the high clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogomog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Elfino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. Will you be accompanying us then? Just try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Oh. Oh god, they're panicking. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? many times I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine to aid our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. Okay. I did not remember she comes with, to be completely honest. But here we are. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Samal. It being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Okay. Oh. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Kat. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful. Devoid as the road was of Dravanians, 'twould seem the dragons have abandoned Samal for the Churning Mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. They're all around, Jet. They're everywhere. This should serve.
They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo.
I am Kan-E-Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road of the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Toot! Honk! I don't know which... It will dictate what voice I give, but for now.
Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo.
Oh, okay. Hi! Hi! Moglin!
I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan.
Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you.
Greetings! I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, and that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo.
My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your weariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter of which brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hrollsvagar, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon.
An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kan-E-Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I am afraid the same cannot be said for your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hrollsvagar, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home.
What? Why am I defensive?
Now, just a moment, Chieftain. Kat here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He is a champion of the 12wood moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered.
But fuck Estinian.
Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration.
If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other?
An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghom. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo.
Big Moogle friend! So yeah, I guess the Moogles were used to have whiter fur and red palms, whereas the one here are they're more like cream fur and have pink palms.
Tell me, in the world but down below, do all your kind look so different from one another? Must be terribly disconcerting. What is it Kuplo Cop called you again? Cat? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised the measure of your worth. I call them the trials of trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid.
Okay. Excuse me? I guess I'll take the materia. I don't fucking care. Okay. Moggin's trial. Moggin would test your trustworthiness with a trial.
Hello, yes, I am Moggin, the foremost alchemist of Moghom, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or, I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial, yes! Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance of Iltome. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself get too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo.
Okay. I'm just gonna do them all. Alright. Does the cloud breathe on them? Why are we calling them cloud's breath? Because the way they look, maybe? Let's go. Enjoy your noms. Thank you. I will.
Did you have any trouble finding cloud's breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know.
Bitch.
Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic.
I read that as porn.
Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo.
Cute. Very cute. Mogwin's trial. Moglin would test your trustworthiness with a trial.
Moglin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Moghom who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache could not have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Moghome.
Oh my god, there's more.
Moglin's missing his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful.
Shade. The fucking shade. Muddled Moogle.
Maestro Moglin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, happy day. I am the swifter in finding it. I will soon have a genuine Moglin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo notes just lying around to spend on such luxuries?
As an artist, that pains me.
I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Moglin's been creeping out the back way to Salmal's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there.
Maybe.
Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone up himself.
I'll try. Painted stone.
Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed.
I will take the astrologer weapon. Thank you. Mog's trial. He would test your trustworthiness with a trial.
Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar.
I'm sorry, whomst? Whomst are we smacking? Alright, let's fight some T-Rexes. Oh, that's why they sounded like dinosaurs. That makes sense. Alright. Alright. Oh, never mind, there's another. Oh god, there's another. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. Okay, now they're done. I bopped them on the nose for him.
You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly. Their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration.
Yeah, it's not better than what I got, so... You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. Moglin's judgment. Chieftain Moglin is ready to pass judgment on your trial performance.
Kat, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions.
What did they do?
And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly.
Okay. What sorcery is this? That my heart should stir at more fluffiness. Cat, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Isail likes the moogles.
We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then.
You have guest voice actors to save your voice some days? Oh, I should have? That's what we were talking about earlier. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogomog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Okay. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compare me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Cat. I like not this place.
Icenian's not happy.
Alphina. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like a pack of chocobos, I shall demand compensation and kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? I forgot that Mog was referenced. Oh, too far away. From royalty!
Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and...
Don't like to say that, errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain?
Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Hrolsveigr could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn, quickly now!
Toot at him. Oh, why'd they give me a horn?
We blow on this mondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moglin may have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west. Give the horn a good toot.
We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have the chance to plead our case to Hrolsveigr.
Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of 'em.
Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hrolsveigr will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come. We have squandered enough time already. His sail is pissed. It's okay, you can kick his ass. You have my permission. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky.
Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. Bye. Look at little waves. Look at them little waves.
Hello, Fatal.
Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I could ever have found all the time for those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. It was the chieftain. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. And now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo?
Okay. Leaving Moghome. Moglin is ready to lead you out of Moghome.
Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alpha Noah's looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart.
Okay. You cute, precious cinnamon roll. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to the Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Oh my god. Oop. Alphino, Kat, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these moogles might never have been revealed to us. Hi, Tali. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken a great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. Tali, I'm gonna need you to not be there.
It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogle back home.
And it is to our home that we must return now. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way, or else Svegur awaits. Tali's just enjoying getting rubs right now. Hey baby, this is not the place you need to be right now. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Noted. Also unshocking. Okay, let me get my cat.
Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go.
Alright.